I really hope this doesn't offend anyone. As you can imagine, being stuck at home on disability with a back injury, I spend a lot of time bouncing around the internet. A couple of days ago, I saw a recipe for, and forgive me if I butcher this, sopa de conchas con carne. It intrigued me because I had never thought about toasting pasta shells before cooking them. While the original recipe is a soup, I thought maybe I could tweak it a bit and turn it into more of a Mexican goulash. And shout out to Vanessa Cooks and Simply Mama Cooks on YouTube for the idea. So here we go. Bear in mind, I saw about 12 different ways to make this dish, so I figured a little creativity wouldn't be so bad. I started with the salsa-like sauce by having 4 Roma tomatoes, chopping 1/2 of a red bell pepper, and peeling and rough chopping 1/2 of a white onion for later in the video, while the other half is going in the sauce. Into the blender goes my vegetables, along with a good amount of grated chicken bouillon, some dried oregano, salt, pepper, and garlic, and finally 2 cups of low-sodium chicken stock. I'd like to tell you I'll put the exact measurements in the description, but I don't really measure seasonings. I just tend to go with my gut. On a side note, not only is this my first time trying this dish, but it's also basically my first time trying to make a video in this longer form. I tried once a couple of years ago and it went nowhere. I'm used to making short-form vertical videos, so let me know in the comments if I should stick to that format or keep going with this one. And now the part that intrigued me enough to try this. Just enough canola oil in the bottom of a stock pot to coat it, and then a 1-pound box of salad shells went in on medium heat. And then I stirred. And stirred. And stirred some more, until the shells were all fairly evenly toasted. Then I removed them from the pot because I have to wash my dishes by hand at the moment, and I was trying to save myself some work later on. I added 1 pound of 80/20 ground beef, more salt, pepper, and garlic, and about half a pack of taco seasoning that I had left over. And this little tool works great for breaking up meat if you're not awkwardly trying to do it with your arms wrapped around a tripod trying not to bump into it. Once the meat started to cook and release its juices, I added that rough chopped onion from earlier in the video and mixed that in. Then I left it to continue to cook while I moved on to the next step. I peeled and chopped 2 good-sized Yukon Gold potatoes. I used that kind for a few reasons. 1, they were on sale. 2, they don't brown nearly as fast as russet potatoes do. And 3, I thought it might add a little color to the dish. Once that was done, I added them to the meat, mixed them in, and let them cook for about 10 minutes on high heat. Normally this would be where I say I drained the grease, but at this point my back was starting to ache, so I just let it go until most of it was cooked off. Now for the fun part, trying not to make an absolute mess of my stove. I added 2 7-ounce cans of diced green chilies, the pre-made salsa-like sauce, and very carefully the toasted shells. Hindsight being 20/20, I should have used my slightly larger stock pot, but this one looks better on camera. What can you do? Once all the kids were in the pool, it was time to stir, baby, stir. Amazingly, I managed not to spill a bunch of stuff. After everything was nice and incorporated, I topped it off with just enough chicken stock to make sure everything was submerged, cranked the heat up to high, and put on the lid. Once it came up to a light boil, I dropped the heat down to a medium-low and let it simmer for about 15 minutes while I finally got to sit down. Here's where it becomes more goulash than soup. I added a 12-ounce can of tomato paste to the mix. I figured it would thicken everything up, and I was right. But trying to stir it in is when I finally spilled something. I knew it was going to happen eventually. Once it was all done, I turned the heat up to medium, popped on the lid, and let it all heat up to an even temperature. While that was happening, I grated up half a block of queso fresco. And before I get the comments about how that grater locks down, it doesn't work for jack on a wooden surface. Believe me, I've tried. And now it's finally time to eat. I spooned 3 big ladles worth of my goulash onto a plate, topped it with a little fresh ground black pepper because there's no such thing as too much, and finally a handful of the queso fresco. I'm not being hyperbolic when I say this turned out so good, I made 3 small bowls and immediately took them to my neighbors. Every one of them loved it just as much as I did. That's all I've got. Like I said at the start, I hope this didn't offend anyone, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more odd food ideas.